Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of andrewsfootball.com. And what I'm doing is this is just kind of a recap video of how to spend your weekend making investments, betting on both college and the NFL. First thing you should do is out of your $1,000 bankroll, take $500 and put it on the LSU Bama game. Here's how I would recommend doing it. If you watch my previous video, you would have taken 15 and the $500 money line. Right now, it's at 14 and a half and 450. Basically, the way this works is that take 400 on LSU to cover 14 and a half. And even though I got a good feeling they're going to win, only take 100 on them to win. The way this works is that if they cover and you invest the way I tell you to, you're going to get 763.64. Okay? Now, if they win, you're going to get 13.64. Let's just say 1,300. So you turn 500 into 1,300, or you're going to turn 500 into 763.64. Let's just say 750. Okay? So you have some extra money to go ahead and invest on what I know the best, and that's the NFL. Now, if you've been watching, if you watched my videos, hopefully you did like I said and went ahead and took advantage of getting 2.5 or maybe 2 on the Houston Texans. Right now it's just 1.5, so the money line's 105. My recommendation is after you clean up on Saturday, go ahead and take the Texans just straight up. That's a smart move. And this is the thing that kills me is that you got a 2-point dog in the Chargers. Now it's a pick 'em because everybody realized that the Chargers are going to win this game. I actually think the Chargers could win this game big. I really do. So take the Chargers just straight up. Unfortunately, it's a pick 'em for you. But if you were smart, you watched my previous video, you got them at 2, took the money line, making some extra money. Now, if you did like I said and you waited, the Saints are now a 2-point dog. People loving the Rams, even though the Saints are the better team, the Saints are going to prove it. So the money line's 115. For those of you who don't realize what that is, basically every 100 that you invest on the Saints will win you 115. So after you make some money on Saturday, I gave you 3 games to go ahead and win on Sunday. Now, I can see somebody going, you know what, Dan, I want all this money Saturday, and these are late games. Can you help me out? Because I got some money burning in my pocket here. What do I do? Is there some morning games I can go ahead and bet on? Well, I want to be very clear. I'm going to give you 2 games that I would not put my money on. But if you're like, Dan, I need a morning game. I got that LSU money burning a hole in my pocket. Can you help me out here? Let me bring up 2 games that kind of caught my eye. First off, Kansas City at Cleveland. And, unless you've been living under a rock, you don't know that Hugh Jackson and Todd Haley both got fired. Now, I was in Kansas City. It was 2011, if I remember right, when Todd Haley was actually fired as the Chiefs head coach. Romeo Crennel came in. The Chiefs were 5-8 playing the 13-0 Packers, and the Kansas City Chiefs won. And there's been times where you get a new head coach, especially one that the players like, and they want to play harder for this guy. Romeo Crennel, of course, got the head coaching job and did a horrible job, won 2 games next year. But that's not my point. My point is that sometimes teams will play up that first game. So I wouldn't hate you if you took Cleveland in 8.5, but what's the better move is that you have a new offensive coordinator who may bring in some new schemes. There's some young talent on Cleveland's offense, but you got a rookie quarterback, a rookie running back, Njoku, a second-year tight end who's just learning to play tight end. I could talk about Njoku for a good 20, 25 minutes, maybe even longer. Just anyway, don't let me get sidetracked here. My point is Cleveland's offense could be doing some new and creative things. The last 4 games, Cleveland's only averaged 16 points a game. Kansas City scored over 30 every single game this year except for once, and that was 27 at Denver. Cleveland's defense is pretty good, but they're not great. Are they going to shut Mahomes out? No. But is Cleveland going to be able to put some points against a struggling Kansas City defense? Absolutely. The over-under is 52.5. I strongly recommend, if you're going to put action on this game, put action on the over, because I find it very surprising that Cleveland's going to shut Mahomes down. It probably won't happen. It'll probably be a high-scoring game. I could see it being somewhere in the neighborhood of a 35-21. Of course, you're saying, Dan, wait a minute, it's 56 points. It's more than 50. It's more than 52.5. So I think it could be kind of a shootout, but I don't think it's really going to be close. Then again, Cleveland could win this game, so I wouldn't hate you if you took Cleveland 8.5. But I think a better bet on this game would be the over. And the other game, and this pains me to say this because I'm from Baltimore. Baltimore's my hometown. Universally, almost everybody asks me after a few drinks, where are you from? If you say New York, I hate you, but I get it. It's the East Coast comes out in me. I haven't noticed it in any one of my videos, but Pittsburgh traveling to Baltimore, these teams usually split. I've seen it happen a couple times where Baltimore win in Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh win in Baltimore. I wouldn't be surprised. Pittsburgh's a 3-point favorite, and they're the better team. Baltimore, in my opinion, even though they picked up Ty Montgomery, and that could help them, I don't think they're better than Pittsburgh. So, you got Pittsburgh going to a team that they're better than at a place they've won before, and they're 3 points. If you really need some action and the Kansas City game, doesn't have you interested, Pittsburgh in 3, I would take the 3 points because this will be a close game. So that's some afternoon. That's some early morning action in case you can't wait till the afternoon. Again, I wouldn't take action on these two games, but if you have that extra money from betting on LSU and you want to play a little bit in the morning before you collect in the afternoon, there's some 2 games for you. I'm going to kind of go off topic a little bit. Here's the thing. I went ahead and I set up an Instagram account and a Facebook fan page to help promote my YouTube channel. But the number one thing that I've been promoting, and it's been showing up a little bit on YouTube, but it's been showing up more on Twitter. My Twitter account's more of a personal account. It's all one word. It's Dan Rules, the letter U, and then after the letter U is SUC. It's basically Dan Rules, you suck, but it's kind of a play. It's a kind of a joke. I'll tell it some other time. But basically, since I've been doing my YouTube videos again, somewhere between 3 to 5 gambling sites have been following me. So here's the deal. Now, if you're a hardcore gambler, my YouTube channel's free. Why not take some free advice from somebody who's gone to Vegas and made 152% profit betting on the NFL? That's just smart. Now, a lot of these gambling sites, or actually, let me backtrack. I want to tell you something. Yeah, I make videos on how to make some money, but let's say you're the casual fan. I can break down all 32 NFL teams. Andrews Football is for you. If you're a fan of fantasy football, Andrews Football is for you. But there's a lot of gambling sites out there that will give you a money-back guarantee. And what it is that you pay either $99, $199. One guy hit me up for $399, and if I don't win both of these, the rest of the year's free. Well, I'm out $400, plus I'm out what I already lost. And is he giving me my money back? Of course not. So that's the thing about Andrews Football. Hey, if you want to spend $400, $500, $100, whatever the amount is on a gambling site, I'm all for you. I support you. Okay, good job. Way to go. Follow Andrews Football. I'm not charging you anything. Am I lying in that I don't want you to subscribe because I would hate to get paid by YouTube? No, I would love it if YouTube gave me some money. I like it, but I would do this whether it's free, and it is free. That's the whole thing. I'm giving you some expert analysis. I went to Vegas. I made 152% profit. It's in the videos. Go back and watch some of my old videos. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Nobody's perfect. Anybody who tells you, I bet on football all the time and I always win. I got one of these guys, he's one of these, I played this poker tournament, I won $1,000. And I was like, who's it with? A bunch of guys you don't know. Dan, I'm picking like 75. This is the guy I met out in Vegas, didn't even gamble. All right, so everybody's got that friend who like when you weren't there and somebody you don't know, they want all this money, and that's a bunch of baloney. I document what I did. So the proof's in the pudding. So basically, it's like this. Andrews Football is a database on the NFL, and it's not just gambling. It's not just fantasy football. It's everything football related. So whether you're a casual fan, a hardcore fan, or you're somebody who's just in Vegas for the weekend trying to make some money, follow me. And here's the best part is that I'm not charging you anything. I will always do this free of charge because I love it. I love football. I don't know what's going on in baseball. I don't know what's going on in basketball, hockey. I don't even know if it's going on right now. I don't follow golf, bowling, NASCAR, none of that junk. I know football. A lot of sites will be like, there were gambling experts on every single sport. How? I only know football. When it's not football season, I'm looking at the draft. After the draft, I'm looking at draft analysis. I'm looking at all season. It's football for me 24/7, 365. So, by the way, there's if you notice there on the bottom corner of the screen, there's a little red button right there. Bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. And until next time.